Rock 108, Iowa's Pure Rock. Earlier today, I've been kind of talking about this gentleman joining me in the studio, and he's here now. The king of clowns, Clownvis.
Hey!
What's up, man?
What are you saying, Ned? Good to see you, buddy.
Good seeing you, man. It's good to see you again. I saw you last time at Spicoli's opening up for Max Sabbath. How's it going out there?
Oh, man, it's fantastic, and that was almost a couple of years ago, huh? Or maybe a year and a half ago.
Maybe a year and a half ago now.
Yeah, boy. So I've been waiting to get back to Waterloo. We're finally making it happen today.
Yeah, and it's
tonight.
cold. You were just in St. Louis. Was it warmer in St. Louis, or is it warmer here in Waterloo?
No, it's about the same. A little more windy here.
A little more windy, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you keep your hair up the way you do. I mean, with the wind flying up.
I'm blessed, man. I wake up like this, and it just it kind of holds in place, you know. So.
Perfect. So for people that don't know what or who Clownvis is, kind of give us a general idea of who the wonderful man of Clownvis is.
Oh, well, thanks for asking, first of all. Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
I'm an entertainer, a performer. I travel around the country doing my show. I sing, I tell some jokes, I do a little magic. And, it's an all-around, well-rounded, fun show, you know.
Yeah.
So it's tonight I'm doing it at Spicoli's.
Mm-hmm.
I think if anybody is listening and wants to come check it out, it's going to be a real fun night. And that's a very cool place, man.
Yeah, they got an arcade and whatnot, too. So
yeah,
you can even maybe play some pinball with Clownvis.
Yes, if you come down and you bring quarters, I'll play pinball with you.
It's only $8 to get in, by the way. The show starts at 9:30, right?
Yeah, about 9:30. I'll probably be on stage around 10.
Okay, easy enough. Well, of course, one of the things that I was looking up about, you got a bunch of original songs. One of my favorites is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cover track, but In the Ghetto.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man. Thank you very much.
And I mentioned earlier today, Jesus Christ Eating on a Chicken Wing.
Yeah.
That's one of my classics.
Thank you, man.
That's
a lot of people don't know that's a true story, you know. I mean, and I mean, it depends, you know. Full disclosure, I haven't read the Bible, but I'm secondhand from what I've heard. It's a true story.
It's a true story. Jesus Christ eating on chicken wing. It's good stuff. Well, of course, another thing I got to ask you about, too, is that if you look up Clownvis on YouTube, you can see a bunch of amazing videos, and you have merchandise as well, too.
I do.
And I'm going to buy a T-shirt tonight, man. I got to have one. I love your shirts.
Oh, thank you.
And one of the things is that you were featured on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, I was on America's Got Talent. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got to say, you brought one of the more ballsy people that go up on that show, and how you mentioned the wonderful thing to Aziz Wife, Sharon. Yeah,
well, you know, I mean, it's you can say ballsy, but it's pretty easy to do what you want when you really don't care, you know. They honestly asked me to be on the show, you know. They kind of courted me to do it. I didn't really want to do it. I don't need to do contests.
Right.
You know, I know what I'm worth. I don't need to do a contest. Right. But so I did it, and then but man, I was looking at those judges. Mm-hmm. There's some guy, some British guy.
Yeah.
Pepe something or other.
Right. Pierce? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then in the middle, Ozzy Osbourne's wife.
Right.
Not Ozzy. Mm-hmm. I'm a big Ozzy fan.
Yeah,
this is his wife.
Yeah.
You know? And then the other guy, some comedian from the 80s. It's,
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel. Yeah. I guess Bobcat Goldthwait was busy, so they couldn't book him. But I swear to God, boy, I didn't mean to get them so upset, but they cut me off right away. I didn't even have a chance, you know. So old Ozzy's wife starts cussing at me, and boy, in my head I'm thinking, well, come on, what does Geezer Butler's wife think? Let's get all the wives out here.
Yeah, you know? Bring out the whole crew, man.
I mean, if we're gonna open up that can of worms, you know, what does Dee Schneider's wife think of me?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Clownvis, man, it's obviously a pleasure to have you here, and of course, you have this guitar here. I'm kind of curious what you've got going on here.
Yeah, well, you know, I usually bring the guitar with me. You know, it's kind of a stunt guitar, but I was thinking on the way here that Waterloo is genuinely one of my favorite cities in the entire country.
Excellent.
So I was singing this song on the way up here.
All right.
Waterloo, my favorite town in America. Waterloo, bring some quarters to Spicoli's and I'll play pinball with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just making it up as I go right now. Waterloo, you know that song Waterloo by ABBA.
I do. I know it too well. It's a top #1 hit. We're playing it all the time.
I bet you do. Is that what you open up every show with? Probably,
we do, yeah, man. It's straight out from the guitar. Well, Clownvis, man, such a pleasure having you in here. Check them out tonight, $8. That's all it's going to cost to see one of the greatest performers to ever exist in this world.
Oh, thank you very
Spicoli's
much.
in Waterloo tonight. $8 gets you in. Show at 9:30. I'm sure the bar is open by now, actually, so you can just head there right now.
Yeah, get on in there and get wasted, and we'll see you in a few hours, I guess.
It's Friday night.
It's Friday night, baby.
Friday night, my friend. Well, Clownvis, once again, man, thanks for hanging out, and come on out tonight. Going to be a fun time.
Thanks, Ned.
You know it.